We are so happy to have you back to another video. Welcome back, guys. I am Alison and I'm here with
Nourhen, and I am a youth career coach. I help young adults build a thriving and satisfying life.
Awesome. And I'm Alison. I am a subconscious mindset coach and I help align people's conscious mind with their subconscious mind so that they can achieve the goals that they have in their life. And for this reason, I've written a book. It's called Algodon. And you can purchase your copy in the link in our channel. And this book, I created it so it can be a daily tool to help you reprogram your subconscious mind. And today, Nourhen and I, we have picked one of the subjects for today's video. And you want to talk a little bit about what we picked?
Yeah, so it's actually from the emotional area of life. And it's saying, why am I not lacking anything?
I love that.
Yes.
Sometimes lacking can be a little bit of a challenge, right? It's a pain point for people. So.
Yes. So
tell me more.
Tell me more. Yeah.
That's what the audience is saying. Tell me more.
Tell me more. Yeah. So right now in this moment, when you heard the affirmation, what popped up? That's about it. If there came a but, so
that negative emotion.
No, so but I don't have enough, or I don't know enough, or I whatever. That's very, very general, right? So, but the but is the most important part. So when we go general first, we will dive deeper along our episode today. So then it's the question, am I coming from an abundant mindset or a lacking mindset?
What's the difference between coming from an abundance mindset and a lacking mindset? Because a lot of our audience could have like a question like, okay, give me an example, a real life example, how that looks like.
Yeah, so I mean, we all want and need money. And I love to use that example because it relates to everybody. Money is a tool we need. I heard one time a friend saying, he heard that in a movie, money is something you need when you don't die tomorrow. Right? So it's like, okay, wait a minute. So it's a tool, right? So now it's actually the focus. Where am I putting my thoughts and attention and focus? Is it on I'm not having enough money?
Like I'm still missing something.
Exactly. Am I still missing it?
Because you're not feeling whole.
Exactly. So, and that comes from when we rule it into the thoughts and how we are programmed. It's like, once I have that car, once I have that salary, then I will feel
complete,
good or complete. And that's
not the way to do it.
That's not the way to do it. Yeah, that's not the way to do it.
So using the programming for today, this video, why am I not having a mindset of, or coming from a mindset of lacking? How does someone that has that mentality, like, you know, like the first thing that I would say is focus on what you're grateful for. Like focus on what you already do have versus on what you don't have, right? So that will give you like a shift in your mindset.
Yeah.
Because if you're always just focusing on what you don't have, then you're going to continue to attract that. However, if you focus on what you already do have and you're thankful for that, then you just keep attracting that, right? The abundance part of it.
Yeah. So that's a great tool. I use that regularly. It's just a turning point in your focus and where you want to put your attention. And from there, the right mindset starts to build in, you start
Right.
to embody it. I would love to go a little bit deeper in terms of wholeness and feeling whole, feeling complete
within yourself.
within yourself, feeling rich,
Yeah.
not in terms of dollars, from within.
Right.
And now that's the whole point about why we are choosing to reprogramming our subconscious mind, because something happened along our journey or lives, and that's normal, it's part of being human. We started to create limiting beliefs, we started to feel more lack, but
Yes.
now let's go to the first day we were born. And we might not be able to feel that about ourselves individually, because like, okay, I can't remember that day, right?
We're all grown up now.
All grown up now, but let's think about a baby.
Yeah.
So what happens with us doesn't matter how we are feeling, but once we see a newborn or a baby, let's say, doesn't matter the age, but really still small, it automatically creates something within us. It's like, oh, so much joy. There's an automatic smile which comes up. So that's the energy, that's the vibration this little wonder, whole being is emitting to us. And that's why it's creating that reaction,
Right.
wholeness.
The feeling of wholeness.
So, and that's the point. Why is that baby emitting the vibration, the energy? Because it feels whole and it feels like complete.
Right.
It's not missing anything. So would we say, oh, something is wrong? You know, something is wrong with that baby, something is wrong. No, we would not find flaws,
Right.
right? It's like, it's normal when
Even in hands. Oh, what a beautiful eyes, or what a beautiful hair.
Yeah, what a beautiful smile, and how old is he, she, and all that. So now, when we take it back to that source, you know, to that miracle, basically, which we can say about each and every body of us.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because in order to be abundant, you have to feel abundant,
Yes.
right? So again, it's kind of like what I said in another video. There's a difference between getting rich and being rich. So there's a difference between getting abundant and being abundant, because if you really, really, truly think about and you think within yourself, you are abundant.
Yeah.
You are not lacking anything. Everything that you need is already within you.
Yes.
Right? And so when you just kind of like put a little pause to your day and say, what am I truly thankful? Even if you have like the worst case ever that's out there, you still have something to be thankful for.
Yeah.
Even for the air that you breathe, you know, people that don't breathe, they're not alive anymore. So even that's just small things like that. You are full of abundance. You already are full of whatever it is that you want or need. You know, you can't come from a place of lacking, because you're gonna keep attracting that.
Yes.
Right? And so this is one way where you've been installed a program, an unuseful program, that you're lacking things. And now we're going to switch that to, why is it that I don't lack anything? And even just the affirmation by itself, like literally just let it sit in your mind.
Yes.
Why am I not lacking anything?
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
just very soothing, right?
is.
It just gives you a sense of wholeness, of saying, wow, I truly do have a lot of things within me already, around me already. And when you already feel that energy, like Nourhen was saying with the baby, the baby feels complete. The baby's energy is wholesome, right? And so then it gets radiated onto you, and you feel like, wow, I feel complete with this baby, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the same scenario or energy that you want to put out to every single thing, whatever it is that you're struggling, or whatever it is that you're feel like you're lacking, you know, whether that's your emotions or financial, whatever it is. Just go in from that mindset of, I am abundant. I don't lack anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, how powerful is that?
Is that? Absolutely.
And when you transmit it to others,
Yes.
they can feel you, that you don't lack anything. They can feel that you are complete within yourself, that you're so at peace within yourself, that you're abundant within yourself, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just, oh, I don't have this, I don't have enough for this, or, you know, like, how am I going to do that? And
Yeah.
so that's kind of like the beauty of the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not a destination we will reach. And that shift that allowed me to make that shift like more like easy. It's not about getting there. You are already it. You are already worthy. You are already abundant. You are already healthy.
It's your birthright.
It's your birthright. So that's why I love that baby analogy, just for us to go back and stop and pause. It's about remembering. Because at some point, we all had it. We were born with it.
And we forgot about it. Yeah.
We disconnected. You know, that's all what happened through the conditioning, through the programming, and nothing bad about that. It's also something we learn how to deal with. It's just part of life, part of being on this earth, part of duality.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why we were created with a mind. No, so we're not an animal. We were created with a mind because it gave us free will, and it gave us choice and
purpose. Yeah.
And it's up to us how we use it. So it's about remembering something, and that is when I remind myself of that, it's like, oh, okay.
Like, oh yeah, I had the birthright that I haven't used in so long.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Like, let me go back to it.
Yeah. And all of pain comes from there, right? All of pain comes from there. And pain is part of life because we evolve through that. We discover our purpose. You can't feel joy. You wouldn't know what joy is or feels like if you didn't know how sadness feels.
The opposite, right?
The opposite, you know? Hate, love, or fear, love. So it's all about the duality. It's all about the contrast, right? Night and day. And
exactly.
So that's part of it. But it's, hey, I have a choice. Pain can be part of life, but suffering is an option.
Yes.
Suffering and struggling is really an option.
Or feeling like a victim.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say, well, it's because this is where I grew up, or this is the house that I live in, or this is what, you know, was given to me, or how it just happened to me. No.
Yeah.
You control your life. You control what you want to do. You are not tied to that feeling of being, you know, a victim or feeling like you lack things. You can take action today by just letting go of that programming that is not useful, that you were conditioned to believe in, and reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can actually move forward, achieve your goals, and come from that feeling of being abundant, already living in abundance, right? So it's not just about, how, like, for example, someone can say, well, okay, how do I start feeling abundant right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Well, again, starting off with being grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just for the air that you breathe, even if that's the only thing that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being grateful, just focusing on being grateful on what you have. Also, like Nourhen said, just already embrace the fact that you're not lacking things, right? And so you hold a baby, you feel that, right? So be around things or people that already emit that energy towards you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what would be another step? Maybe like visualizing, you know,
Yeah.
you're already feeling or you're already feeling in that place of abundance. How does it feel? Like connect to that feeling
Mm-hmm.
and feel it right now.
Yeah.
Because when you feel it right now, when you embody it right now, then you just pull it towards you faster.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also all starts with a decision we make. Right? So
Deciding today.
yeah, all these tools, yes, once we make the decision, once we really, really want to make a change,
Oh yeah.
right? It's not about, yeah, we say a lot, you know, like, oh yeah, I wish, I want, and all that. So it's really meaning it, and that comes from your heart, that you are like, okay,
You're committed.
I'm committed
Yes.
to changing my life. I'm committed to make a change. And that's all it starts. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm realizing I'm blaming, I'm feeling like a victim, and we all do that. We all do that. It's like, it was horrible for me. I have to admit, be very transparent with that, when I was hearing from my massage therapist and healer, and she was saying, well, yeah, you're in a state of victimhood. And I was like, what? I am not a victim, right? It's like, look how much I'm doing and trying. And it's like, but then it's like,
It triggered something.
it triggered something. Yeah, that was the trigger for change, right? It was like, hey, right,
Yeah.
I'm blaming circumstances
Right.
for the way I feel.
Yeah. And we
You
can't do that.
We can't, and that's the
No.
point, you know? It's like, that's why I go to, hey, before you start applying the tools, really ask yourself, sit with yourself and ask yourself, am I really committed and ready to make a change? So, and all starts with this decision. Once you say, yes, there is a part within me which is all knowing, and yeah, it's just faithful, knowing, whole, which knows your potential, which knows your purpose. You know, that's the point. That part will always nag. It will always nag. Yeah, it's, and I can see that a lot. It's like, oh no, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
I don't want change. I don't want, and then 3-4 sentences later, complaining. You know, it's like, well, wait a minute. I
You're
thought
doing the same thing. You're gonna
Yeah.
get the same results.
exactly.
Yeah. So
So
that's the same. That's kind of like what Nourhen was saying too. You know, you have to step out of that. Make the decision today.
yes.
Yes, I'm going to be committed for your own being, for your own well-being. You know, it's do it for yourself.
Yes.
Do it for yourself, for the well-being of your own body, your own mind. Decide today, I'm no longer going to be a victim of
Yes.
lackness. I want to feel abundant. And program your subconscious mind to be in this state of being, state of mind, because state of being is like your thoughts connected to your feelings, right? So when you combine your mind and your feelings, you're now in that state of being and feeling
Yeah.
abundant.
I like.
And then just watch things change for you.
Yes.
Because you cannot be controlled by your circumstances. You cannot continue to be a victim of X, Y, and Z of your circumstances. You have the free will to change your thoughts about a certain thing, right?
Yeah.
And one of those things is change the mentality of, you know, get rid of it. I don't need that anymore. I'm not lacking anything. I am abundant within myself.
Yes.
Right? So if you want to be able to program your subconscious mind, this is the book that you will need. It's called Algodon, and you can find it in the link in our channel. And what it has is it has a whole programming for the full year, for the whole areas of life, and it'll help you reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can achieve the goals that you want. Now, if you need detailed assistance, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to Nourhen if you have a question on your career. And really, guys, just focus on what you have, the abundancy around you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that alone, when you start it's kind of like earlier we were speaking. Do you see a red car? All of a sudden you see red cars.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you don't think about a pink elephant, all of a sudden you're thinking about a pink elephant. So think about abundance.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're thinking about abundance.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're feeling abundant. So we hope that we can emit that to you guys, to the viewers.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are enough. You are doing enough.
You are worth
worthy.
it.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah.
We thought alike.
You are. Yes.
Yes.
And it will change the whole trajectory. Be patient with
Oh.
yourself.
Yeah.
Have that fire from within and say yes to yourself. Say yes to your life. Say yes to all the beautiful things we can create and feel good about ourselves.
Yes. Well, until next time, guys, go feel abundant now.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.